Like, the thing is, right? I could set them up to work on the start screen and the BRB screen and whatnot. The problem is, because when you set the event in OBS, you have to set it per scene. Like, scene by scene. And the problem is that I would have to then create that source. So, the image or the GIF or whatever, on every scene, and then manually, when the event is triggered, make sure that it enables it on all scenes at the same time. Just in case I'm on one of those scenes, right? Yeah, that's not... I'm not gonna do that. That's literally 6 different times that I have to set it up, instead of just once. I'm not doing that. In case you were wondering, yes, I have 6 different scenes in my OBS. 3 of them are the starting, BRB, and end screen. Oh wow, I didn't complete. And then one of them is the game scene, which by the way we're gonna go to now, as I boot up the game. It's gonna take a while. Enjoy the spam. Yeah, I mean, I get refunded, exactly. It's just chat spam, right? You know, here's the funny thing, I switched to the game scene before even booting up the game. That's how you know I'm, like, committed to not making you waste all your points for no reason. I mean, as you said, they get refunded, but still, apparently sometimes they don't. Davy said, you know, that one time he got scammed, so there's that. But yeah, I'm doing more Satisfactory today. I don't know if Peas wants to join or not. I guess we'll see. He'll show up, you know? But I've just been playing this by myself. There's not much left to do anyway, so I'll probably, like, you know, only do 1 stream of this per week at most now. And play a lot more off stream because there's just a lot of building and, like, redesigning and stuff that I want to do at best. Like the storage room, for instance, I've noticed. I'm kind of running out of space in there. Kind of a problem. But what has happened since we last played on stream? So, what did I do off stream, basically? I set up supercomputers. They are now getting sent into storage. I also moved the RCU production over to the desert base. And yeah, I think that's all there is to it. I cleaned up this out here a little bit, and you know, the problem I'm starting to run into is I have 1 more storage bin that's not being used for anything right now, but I need at least like 3 more. So what that means is basically, I think at some point off stream, I'm gonna tear down this entire factory and just rebuild it. just because I want to feel something, you know? But just because I want to make it, like... Because this was kind of unorganized. Like, I had a, you know, a starting idea as to what I wanted to do with this starting factory in here. But not much, right? And also, it's not particularly efficient or anything. It's just for storage. Anyway, what did I do off screen? I set up a few more train stations to carry around all the goods and stuff. Let me take you over to the desert base real quick. So, like, let me just, you know, fly for the cannon, equip that, off we go. I looked it up and there's just one dude that is trying to sell a 1070 for 650, so I'm not getting that much. Jeez. Jeez, dude. Yeah, why are you such a sussy baka, James? Come on, dude. Hit the wall so you slow down a bit. Unfortunately, you just skid along the wall. Oh well, it happens to the best of us. Alright. So, some stuff has changed in here. And by changed, I mean, it's just been added, really. So I've stopped making the elevator parts for now. We're gonna work on those towards the very end, because they're basically the last thing you want to do. But yeah, those train stations were already added last time. I added a couple more over here to just bring stuff into this factory that is getting made elsewhere. For instance, computers, and plastic and rubber are getting sent in. I put another space for train stations back there because I have a feeling I'm gonna need them. It's basically just in preparation. Already set up one of them with a train as well and everything. You know, just in case I need it. But yeah, you know, this place is, it has grown a bit. It has changed a bit. Most importantly, this floor I think is still the same. But I'm gonna tear this entire floor down. And do something else with it. Today, probably? Did you enjoy barely being better than the UK? I didn't even know Eurovision was happening until I saw you tweeting about it, Mort. I genuinely had no idea that it was even happening. So I think that tells you everything about how much I care for it. Answer, I don't. I literally do not give a damn about it whatsoever. I never did in the past, and I still don't. So yeah. What's happening on this floor? Well, a lot of copper is getting smelted up here. Approximately 480 of it. We've got some Caterium coming in from over there. And this floor is making a lot of things. It's making batteries, which we're going to need for drones. Drones are going to be cool. They're getting buffered here right now and also turned into supercomputers. We're making... What else are we making up here? Like a bunch of just, intermediate stuff. It's pretty efficient. I made as much use of stuff as I could. Over here, we're making supercomputers. So we've got those now. And, like they always say that supercomputers are like these big halls full of things. All they are just like, you just strap some batteries and some wires to a computer. Didn't even invite me. Look, please, you can join at any time. I ain't stopping ya. It's pretty drop-in, you can just tell me if you want to play. I just assumed because you said that you were kind of burnt out of the game, I'm not gonna go out of my way to ask. I'll just see if he wants to join. Anyway, we're making supercomputers, and then I also moved the radio control units over here. So this is making crystal oscillators, and then we've got radio control units being made over here. About 10 of them per minute, 11 per minute, or something like that. And then getting sent back into storage. So yeah, that's like a lot of work that I did. And then obviously the top floor is still just the aluminum processing floor, which is also basically filled up as well, which is pretty nice. Show me what you've done without me. Quite a lot actually. So like that floor I was just on, did all of that. Then I also did all the oil plant. Okay, that should now be flying again. There you go. Let's hope that it stays in the loop. Looks like it will. Perfect. Wonderful. Oh yeah, I got the hover pack, as you can see, Peas. The hover pack's pretty nice. Love that a whole lot. It's pretty good. But yeah, I did this entire floor where we're making radio control units over there. We're making supercomputers right there, and then we're making a ton of batteries over there as well. And just, some of it is getting sent back to our main storage, and that's all that. And then if I head back to base, I can show you the oil plant, which I think, yeah, you missed out on completely because I did that on Wednesday. That was a very, very large project. It took literally the entire stream. Like, it took 5 hours to build. So, good stuff, fun stuff. But also, truck's still trucking? Yeah. I mean, we're getting the copper into the factory with it, so obviously it's still going. It better be still going. I'd be pretty upset if it wasn't. Let's just, get to our base here. Oof. Nice landing. Pretty good landing. Let's head over to Oil Place. This is the quickest way. Yo, human flight. I know, right? It's crazy. It's crazy what I've developed. I'm also probably going to end up moving the space elevator again. Because when I automate the last parts, which is going to take, like, a ton of time, I'm just going to automate them all in the desert place because most of the requirements for those parts are already getting made over there anyway. So I'm probably just going to put the space elevator over there so I don't have to ship the parts all across the world. And I'll just have them right there. Just ready to go. So as you can see on the horizon there, the sandwich building is being put up. This is what I did last stream piece. This entire place over here, making 900 plastic and 900 rubber per minute, as well as about 20 gigawatts of power, which is all over there. Let's start with the plastic because it's closer and all that stuff. So we got, that oil node over there bringing in 600 oil, and then on this floor and the third floor, it's getting turned into fuel and some residue, and then that residue and fuel get recycled a whole bunch in a very complex setup to eventually net you 900 plastic. And then the same thing happens up here, so just another 300 oil getting turned into fuel and residue, and then that rubber goes up here, and we get 900 rubber out of these two belts right there. So, you know, quite the elaborate build. Figuring out the ratios for all of this was an absolute pain. And then we have the same thing, just without the residue getting processed down over here, making fuel. So what's happening here is, again, just 600 oil comes in, 300 on this floor, 300 up here, gets turned into fuel right here, and then sent into quite possibly the largest generator bank I've ever built in this game. It's a lot. It's a lot of generators. I think this is like almost, I think it's 70-ish generators on each floor. It's like a block, like 2 blocks of 16 and 2 blocks of 18. So, you know, 2 times 16 plus 2 times 18. Yeah, like almost 70 per floor. And they're netting us a nice 25 gigawatts in total. I mean, you know, the 5 gigawatts are from like the coal plant and the geothermal generators that are still running across the map. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I think I have a few more. Yeah, a little bit more fuel stored in there. That was like left over and stuff. What you're saying is that we have a bit of power to spare? Well, we do have a bit of power to spare, you can tell, yeah. Like, our max consumption is 22 gigawatts. So we got a bit to spare. You could build more cannons. The thing is, with the builds I'm gonna make, all that power is gonna get eaten up immediately. So, you know. It's not a lot of power. It's because our max consumption was already way above what we were producing. It's just that it wasn't always running, right? Max consumption is like if everything that you have built is actually running. But a lot of things were just full, right? Storages were full and stuff like that, so it wasn't constantly running. I mean, even now, if you look, our max consumption is 22 gigawatts, but like our average consumption is about 16 gigawatts. So like, you know, it's not always running. Like some stuff is, you know, storages are full and stuff like that. So yeah, realistically, if I were to item sync everything that is excess, everything that's overflowing, then yes, technically we would have more power consumption, but for now we're pretty good. What I want to do next is there's a few more parts that we're gonna need. Namely, fused modular frames, cooling systems, and turbo motors, and then we can automate the final parts that go into the space elevator. So I'm gonna have to get on that. I was gonna start with cooling systems. The problem is cooling systems need nitrogen. And I'm also gonna need cooling systems to make the fused modular frames anyway, so, you know. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone with that, basically. Now, cooling systems themselves are rather simple to make beyond that. I mean, the default recipe sucks, but this one is pretty nice. Mostly just because it doesn't use water, so you have removed complexity. I could do this one too. And I'm starting to think that maybe the top one is actually the better one. Because you gotta make the heat sinks anyway, right? I was thinking, oh, I definitely want to do the bottom recipe. Because it's less ingredients. But I'm starting to second guess myself a little bit. Because it needs a lot more nitrogen, but it's literally the only thing nitrogen is ever going to be used for. So I'm not too sure. I think in total, the one that uses motors is still better. Because it uses less aluminum, less nitrogen, and you just inject some motors, which aren't too terrible to make. So I think I'll end up making that one anyway. So yeah, let's get started on that. I know that there's some nitrogen in the desert. It's gotta be a little bit of a grab that we're gonna have to go and get and run a pipeline for. At the very least, and this is the good thing about gases like nitrogen, is if you put it in the pipes, You don't have to worry about the head lift. You don't need pumps. Because it's a gas. Gases can flow upwards very freely without having to worry about gravity as much as liquids do. So that's nice. But yeah, there's like a nitrogen node all the way in the corner over there, right? So that's what I want to grab. Germamine. The problem is it means I'm gonna have to run a pipeline from all the way in that corner over there into this factory here. By the way, I was not looking where I was going. Whoops. Well, worst case, I just take a train over there. But I'm pretty sure if you die of fall damage from a cannon, it's puts your box where you left the cannon, right? At least that's what P's always said. I don't see a box here, so I'm assuming it's gonna be over here somewhere. I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of like, you know, just left in thought or whatever. Box, is there? You're blind. Hold on. Is this the box? No, that's not the box. Oh, that is the box. Okay, yeah, it's not here. Well, I guess I'll just take a train then. That's fine. There's like 4 trains running over there, so I'll just take one of those and we'll be fine. With parachutes? They don't work. You know, haven't we tried it and like they just don't work? Like, don't they just not function at all? It's fine, I'll just wait for one of the 3 trains that regularly leaves here. One of them is bound to take me to the desert. I could also just load a save if I really wanted to, right? It's not like I don't have to. I could just do that, you know? Did they not fix that? Probably not. If there's no train here right now, that would take me there, that certainly isn't one. And there isn't one here. I'll just load the save game then. Who cares? I'll just load this one again. It's not like I did anything. I literally did nothing. I just walked around planning. So I think I'll be pretty much fine. I'll just reload the save game. But yeah, cooling systems are going to be the first thing I want to work on. I need to do some planning. I think I only want to set up one production chain for it, because that's all I'm going to need ever. Yeah, it's all I'm ever going to need is one production chain of it. So, only one blender is basically what I need to do the planning for. I only need one blender making them. That's all I care about. I need 1.8 motors per minute, so just the normal recipe will do. Even if an alternate is better, the normal recipe will do. So, I mean, for that stuff I don't really care, but I guess I'll set up. I need an assembler for the motors. I'll need an assembler or 2. Is Peace there? I mean, he's in chat. I don't think he wants to play. I need a couple of assemblers for the stators and a couple of assemblers for the rotors. Yeah. So, just, wait, that's for the motors, that's for the stators, that's for the rotors. And then that's all that. And then the rest is just constructors. No wonder he doesn't. Look, no, Peace told me he was kind of burnt out of the game. That's all there is to it. With a man who literally hates him. Look, you're trying to put words in my mouth that I never said. So this is like entirely on you, Dave. You're the bad guy here. You're making things up that you believe to be true. Lies. Deceptions. I'm also gonna put these in the milestone real quick. So, you know. This guy's watched one too many conspiracy theory videos, and now he thinks that he knows everything about the world. Truly incredible. Also, I think I probably, like, prolonged my lifespan today by cleaning out my shelf. I don't need all these encased beams. Just get rid of them. They're just taking up space. Just gonna run some silica, apparently. By cleaning out my shelf, because not only did I, clean out the shelf, it also removed a lot of dust that was lying around on that shelf with everything that was lying there for literal years. Like, I literally found shit from 4 years ago that I just dumped into the shelf and forgot about. Like, stuff from, like, my driving test and stuff like that. From my fucking driver's ed. And things like that. They just straight up don't need anymore at all. But when I did it, like, when it was relevant, when I got those documents or whatever, most of them were just flyers and, like, advertisements and stuff anyway. I just dumped them, like, just threw them into a random part of the shelf and was just, yeah, whatever, out of sight, out of mind. Don't worry about it. So, fast forward, 4 years later, yeah, that shit has covered a lot of dust, and I'm pretty sure that my risk of getting, like, mesothelioma or something like that, because of all the dust that was amassed in my room, was probably extraordinarily high. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna actually dismantle everything on this floor, because it's only making flexible, versatile framework right now. And I don't need those right now. I'll make them again later, but I don't need them right now. I don't need this versatile framework whatsoever. It can be decommissioned for now. I will instead be using all this iron and steel I'm making on this floor to make cooling systems. Well, and other stuff, probably, that's more useful to what I'll be working on for the time being. I might end up deconstructing some stuff I shouldn't. Happens. Not a big deal. Easily fixed. Okay. Start work on the water park. Believe me, once I've automated all the parts that I need, like all these last few parts, which are going to be a little complex, but once I have them automated, nothing will stand between me and the water park. I can guarantee you that. It's just a matter of, getting there. Gotta clear out my inventory here. I don't actually need all these steel beams. Just get rid of them, dude. Especially because I'm gonna get more of them anyway as I dismantle everything here. Just gotta be careful I don't accidentally deconstruct something I shouldn't. That power pole over there is something that I can deconstruct without having to worry about it, but yeah. Whatever, dude. A few of the platforms can be rebuilt. Because what I want to do, right? Because I do want to see this playthrough to its logical conclusion. Which means the full end game. Which means getting the final tier of the space elevator. Which requires a bit of grinding and a bit of, very expensive and complex parts to automate. But once you've got those done, well, you just gotta wait for them to be built. And that's gonna take, like, quite a bit. So you might as well spend that time doing something fun, like building a water park. Would be my idea behind it, at least. Let's get rid of all these power poles, even though they help me fly right now. And I need them all sitting here. So this is all just smelting up all the iron and stuff anyway. Apparently I managed to disconnect the power on this floor somehow. I guess it wasn't running along the wall like it should. I guess it was part from somewhere else. I'll just run the power like it should be ran, which is along the wall like this. And then just connect it up wherever it needs to be connected up to. Wouldn't it be funny if this disconnected all the other floors as well? I think it did, actually. Because everything was coming up to here. Let's bring it around more then. Bring it around a little more. Yeah. And then... apparently these are powered? How are these powered? I don't understand. But I guess if I connect this up, everything will work again. Weird. I don't really know how the power works in this building. I should have probably set it up in a bit more reasonable way, but whatever. Alright, it's because it loops around from there. Right, so where does the power come up? If it comes in from this side, that must have been the accidental power pole I demolished. Is this the one where it comes up? It's a Mark II outlet. I think this is the one where it comes up, so what we do is we bring this around to the corner where it connects up instead. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, dude. And then we won't have to worry about it anymore. There you go. Now I can demolish all this stuff, basically. I'm getting all the platforms, aren't I? I might be getting some cable instead, but I only want to get rid of the constructors. And whatever is inside of them, apparently. Lots of iron that I do not need to get rid of. All these wires I don't need. Deconstructing really is the toughest part. It takes a lot of patience. Only could just like nuke a building, but still get all the materials out of it somehow. Yeah, you were just making like random iron shit, weren't you? Oh, you like that, don't you? Deconstruct all this. Lovely. Okay, so I have garbage in my inventory again. Like, I don't need this. I really don't need all of these rods or all of those plates. Plus, I'll be able to get more of them just from demolishing stuff. So I'm really not too worried about it. Really not too fussed about it. There you go. Just fill that in. Okay. You should check out Astroneer. I remember having that game in my Steam wishlist for a bit because I thought it looked interesting. But then I never actually checked it out in any capacity, whether it was, you know, actually buying it and going in blind or watching a YouTube video or anything like that. I just never gave a shit. So I decided, you know what? I don't care for this game, clearly. Why would I bother leaving it on the wishlist if I am never gonna check it out, regardless, right? So I played it. I know Anel played it at some point, but even then I still never actually ended up, you know, caring much for it. I can redesign all of this as well, can't I? These are constructors. I can get rid of these anyway. Like, this entire iron steel plant can be reconstructed from the ground up. Thankfully, I'll be getting all the things that I need for it. More or less. Including a bunch of steel ingots that are just a waste of my time. Like, we're gonna have to get rid of all that. Yeah, the music be straight up bumpin' though. We played Subnautica? I have not, actually. And I don't plan to, or think I ever will. I think I even owned the game on Epic, on the Epic Store, because it was free at some point. But only the original, and like there's a second game out now, right? The Below Zero or whatever. I don't actually remember how much steel I'm making here, but I'm just gonna deconstruct all of it. Like all the foundries and stuff, and rebuild it from scratch. So I know what I'm doing. Like, I'll have a better grasp for what's going on if I just start from scratch. so I'm gonna restart it. Everyone's really good at playing it right now. I mean, I've seen a lot of people playing it, streaming it and stuff like that, so I would imagine it's good if so many people are playing it, right? It would just make sense. So, I'm assuming this is 480 iron. This is like 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 times 30 is 480. Yeah, okay, so this is 480 iron. I could make it more. Oh my god. This crate is full of stuff that I will never actually have any uses for. I have so much stuff in my inventory that I just don't need. I'll get rid of all this stuff. I'm gonna be making more of it anyway. Like this I don't need, the rest I can grab. Like all this work I went through to build this initially, yeah, it's null and void, but that's kind of how this game goes. It's incremental, so once you've unlocked later tech, the old tech is kinda, well, old. It's antiquated. You don't really need it anymore. I'll leave the smelters, because all they're doing is smelting up iron into iron ingots. Don't mind that at all. They can continue doing that. I'm just gonna reassess how I want to set this whole ordeal up. Yeah, I'm out of inventory space. I get it. I get it, right? It is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Dismantle this, dismantle these, and that. And apparently I missed a splitter over there. Don't need you. I'm surprised at the lack of stuff that actually got sent into a crate here. I have so many encased beams that I just don't need because I'm going to be using tier 5 belts now. Honestly, embarrassing. Might as well grab those. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. That belt over there, that's going to be just a bit of steel that goes upstairs. Just a tiny bit of it. I just got to remember that I got to send some up there. And a few of these power poles that can go away as well. I guess the big crates are over there, and I just kind of forgot about them. Again, it's just steel and like plates and shit. Okay. Look at all that space. And then there's a bit more iron over here as well, apparently. That is just getting made. We got like, what, 8 more smelters? So that's another 240 iron. Like, iron is not a problem around this area at all. If I ever need more iron, I can grab more. And I might have to, because we're actually running out of copper. So I might have to replace some of the stuff that uses copper to use iron instead, especially for wires. It's not as efficient as using copper, obviously, but it's, you know, you get approximately 5 times as much iron in the map as you get copper. So yeah. So anyway, we have 480 iron, 480 coal. If you build a foundry and you use this recipe, it uses 40 per minute. So 480 divided by 40 means you need 12 of these. And then 12 of them make 60 each, so 12 times 60. A tier 5 belt can handle that. That's all I needed to know. And now I can redesign this from the ground up. So I had this come out and go this way, because the coal comes in from here as well. That's actually totally fair. So let's set it up a little bit more spaciously. Need 12 of them. Right, I shouldn't have trashed all those rotors, huh? Well, time to grab some, I guess. Time to grab some more rotors. And this is all just to make motors. Like, this entire setup is just gonna be to make some motors. And then, you know, once I've got those made, because those are the hardest part, really. I am gonna need some more copper, though, I have a feeling. Like, I'm gonna use iron for all the wires and stuff as well. But I'm gonna need to make heat sinks. I'm gonna need a bunch more copper. Okay. Let's grab another bit of rotors. They are over here. There they are. Cool. Cool stuff. How many trusted people are going to use for that? That one, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's going to be lovely. A very efficient motor chain, only using iron. Is there anything else I might want to take with me while I'm here? Like, I don't need to carry around 5 stacks of modular frames, I can tell you that. Don't need to do that. I can probably carry some more aluminum sheets. That's probably not a bad idea. Because I'm going to need them anyway. So I might as well. I think I've done all the research I can, right? Yeah, no hard drives left. That's pretty poggy. I don't need to carry around these extra computers. They're just taking up space. I have everything I still need for that setup, which is not particularly complex, but, you know. What does a constructor need? I can probably stand to take another stack of cable. There you go. I can probably stand to get rid of some of this shit as well. There we go. Okay. That should be pretty good. The hardest part, really, about the whole cooling system setup is going to be just grabbing the nitrogen that's going to be used in the recipe. Because it's not like there isn't enough of it. There's plenty. I've also just realized my jetpack isn't fully fueled, so I think I'm going to have to be very conservative here. But I think it'll be enough to nail the landing. I just gotta slow down a bit. Point landing, I'd argue. Worked out perfectly. I just let it refuel, there you go. I do that mistake a lot. Just not letting it fill up completely. Okay. Now, we have a blank canvas to work with over here. Which is exactly what I love to see. Time to use the hover pack a bit and build some foundries. Put them like there. I mean, oh, now I can't. Why did I dump all the modular frames? I was like, I don't need these. God damn it. Chat, don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Wait, I need like... Yeah, don't look, chat. You didn't see anything. Alright. Look, that just saved me time. I could have just gone to the storage and gone, but it just saved time, okay? Shh, you didn't see anything. So I'll still link it. Does it work with splitters on these? It totally does. Freaking amazing. Perfect. Okay, now I just gotta, you know, power them up. Man, I was really lazy with the power on this floor, huh? Didn't even run it all the way around on the walls and shit. Fucking hell, I was lazy as shit. One every 2 foundries. Clipped and shipped to LSF. You know that's not true. If one of my clips from this stream ever manages to end up on livestream fails and actually, like, you know, it's not just a joke post, somebody put that there and just to make me look bad, like, oh, who's this shitty nobody that got his like clip on here, like it's an actual funny clip that goes viral or whatever. If that ever happens, like, first of all, it won't happen, but second of all, if it ever happens, like, you know, that's a sign things have turned for the worst on this stream. Like, it's already pretty bad, but you know, you can always get worse, I suppose. Okay, so that's gonna be all the steel getting made. Which way do I send it? Stop streaming before it's too late. I'd rather not. No. Chat, I did the math already, but 12 times 60 is 720. Yeah, okay. Thank you, chat. Which way do I want to send this steel? Probably that side. Because I can always loop it around, but it's just to have it go out in a reasonable manner. Okay. Because then it's gonna wrap around and do stuff, and then we got more iron over there as well. So what am I gonna need? I'm gonna need motors and rotors and stuff. So let me do some planning here, because these recipes are just like very nested. Let's start with the rotors. I want to do the steel rotor. I'm just gonna need wire and steel pipes. I'm gonna need 2 of these, so I need 20 pipes and I need 60 wire. I'm pretty sure pipes are made at a rate of like 20, so I only need a single constructor for it. But then, if I want to have another one making the stators, it's another 15 piece. So we need 20, and then we need 30, so we need 50 steel pipes, and we need 80 plus 60, which is 140 wire. So 50 pipes. Let's do the pipes first. And we're gonna need steel pipes for anything else? Let's just see. Let's just remember, do I need steel pipes for anything else here? No. Okay. Cool. So 50 steel pipes for the time being. And then I guess some of the steel is gonna get sent upstairs over there as well. So I guess I might as well start looping it around a bit. You know what? This is the output for it. We'll put a splitter right here. That's just gonna like squeeze it past or whatever. And part of it is just gonna go out this way. Just right past here. Yeah, right there. And then you put one of those right there or something. It's too steep. Okay, well, we'll just move it over a bit. Okay, well, we'll just move it over a bit, like that. Is that good enough? That will do. It looks scuffed from above, but it actually looks totally fine. And then we'll just hope that this works, that it just lets me build a conveyor belt past these power poles. It doesn't? Okay. In that case, I shall move this again over by 1 and hope it works there. It does not. In that case, I shall move that whole ordeal again and see if that works now. I mean, it does if I probably move it like there. Okay, there you go. That will do. We'll just have part of the steel split off here, scoot along, and then get right into here. This is annoying, but I think like that will work. And I might even put it right there. I just wanted to, you know, be neatly packed. Hidden away. Like, this space back here isn't gonna really get used for anything anyway. So I might as well use it for transporting the steel through here. Just to have it out of the way. Okay. Get those out of my inventory. Okay. So let's set up 3 constructors making pipes right now. Just like right around here somewhere. It doesn't really matter where exactly they are. They could just kind of like be anywhere. I think I'll just straight up have them sitting like right here. Just 3 constructors making steel pipes. We'll just split these off like so. Okay, I guess I'll have to send them out like this. Wait, run power over here. Okay. Very nice. That's going to be making both of those parts, so I can just have those outputting. Now I just need to make the wire, and I need to make 140 of it. I remembered. And I can use the iron that's coming in over here for that. That's what it's for, after all. So, iron wire requires 12.5 to make 22.5. So we need 140 divided by 22.5 means we need 6.22. So we do that whole ordeal times 12.5, and we need 77 point... Yeah, okay. So we got enough iron, is what I just, you know... I wasn't really worried about it, but I was just a tiny bit worried. Like, what if we don't have enough iron, right? I can just set these like this, honestly. Like, just kind of in line with the smelters. I need like 7 of them. At least for now. Again, I'll probably need more later, but for now this will do. That being said, maybe I want them over there. Maybe I want the iron over there. I'm thinking what I wish to do here. Maybe I don't want these over here. Or at the very least, I want all this to be flipped. Outputting to the other side. You can tell I still constructed this manually because it was using like lower tier belts. You can tell it was all built manually. Would never do that again nowadays. Excuse me? Approaching others' clearance? Very weird. Okay. Very strange. And bring it around like here. Yeah, I think I'll just bring it over and have everything made over there. It just seems nicer. So like have it go onto this foundation. Because what I'm also gonna have to make is some other stuff on this floor, I think. Or at least like make some use of the steel. Actually, no, I'm not gonna need any more steel right now. So actually, we'll just, yeah, 7 constructors, right? Inputting from, well, I guess from this side would be sensible as well, but let's leave some space. Leave some space just to make it a separate unit. There you go. Yes, instead of bringing the iron around here, let's put in a splitter here. Just because it's sensible. If I ever want to split something off. But then bring this around. And over. Around and over like that. And that does kind of shut that out though. So let's actually bring it down over here. Also, set up the recipes. As we hear the train leaving. This should work. Does. Beautiful. And then we just bring power over. So like we hook you up to that and then power is simple on these things. I think I slipped on that one. Can't have that. Can't have that, do it. No, sir. And they're gonna be making me wire. Cool. And then the cool thing is I can just have these both be merged above each other. I'll even turn one of these down to 22.2%. Just to have the perfect amount. So we've got 7 times 22.5. Sorry. 7 times 22.5 plus 5. 165 at 62.5. Which is more than 140. Oh, sorry, it's 6 times. That's why. Yeah, that's 140. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Working at full, and now, yeah, okay. You gotta make efficient use of your resources here. Perfect mathematics, perfect ratios. Very, very highly important. Let's bring these up to a level above here. And then the great thing is we can just have the assemblers compact right down the line here to input. Now, I'm actually going to put them on this side just because it makes the most sense. But you know, kind of the idea. I'll leave a gap as well. 4 of these. 2 of them are going to be making... what was it? They're going to be making steel rotors. Just set up the splitters. This is the best part, is that they can automate this process. And then these 2 are going to be making stators with the default recipes. But because they take the same inputs, I can just, you know, put these in series anyway, which is very nice. Guess I'll power these from here. Okay, and then all I gotta do is just hook up the belts. And they're gonna pick up pace. Got rotors and stators being made. And this is literally just to make one of them making freaking motors. Can I just put it right here, technically? Is that technically possible? It totally is, man. It totally is. You just put in a splitter. Chilling right here. I think that's a little offset, yeah. I slipped. My aim slipped. There you go. So you just have merges merging. These 2 together, And you have merges merging these two together and bringing them up a level. I should just be able to connect up into there. And then this goes into there. You get powered. And we're going to be making motors. Oh yeah, these aren't connected, of course. That's going to be a slight problem. In terms of continuity, they need to be connected. The wire was all just going into here. Yeah, this is going to work out though. I can kickstart these with a bit of wire. Got enough. I can afford to. And that's going to be making me more than enough motors. I'll probably get the rest of them and use them somewhere else later. But overall, motors are pretty cheap to make. All things considered, they're pretty cheap to make. So that's nice. So that's the motors done. Heat sinks are next, and heat sinks scare the shit out of me because they either need copper sheets, which I straight up don't think I have enough copper left anywhere. Like, I'm utilizing it fully on every floor that I'm using it on. Like, this floor gets 480 copper, and it's being 100%. Actually, I think it's getting 600 copper even. Is it? No, it's getting 480 copper, but it's being fully used. And then this floor is getting another 480, and it's also getting fully used. Well, nearly. I think we're using 400 of it. So it leaves him with 80 copper, which technically you can turn into like 40 sheets per minute. Is 40 sheets per minute enough? It might actually be. It might actually be, at least for the amount of heat sinks we need here. Which would be very funny. The alternative recipe is to use rubber instead, which we have tons of, mind you. Ever since I set up the insane, you know, petrochemical chain, like we've got a ton of rubber just waiting to be used. Some of it is getting used already. Oh, I don't think it's that much, all things considered. Let me check how much is actually getting used. So we've got like 3.5, 2.5 using 13 rubber each. So that's like maybe 30 getting used on the high end, high estimate, and then this is 45, 90, another 20. So like 140 rubber? It's not a lot getting used. The real question is, we're making 480 aluminum casings, and we're making 480 alclad sheets. This is using alclad sheets. Something is using aluminum casings, I'm pretty sure. It's the, it's these, right? They're using casings. That's like 180 plus 45 is 205. What's... This is like a weird ratio. What's 4 times 52.5? It's 218. We technically have more casings left over. As a technicality. But also for some reason they're not getting made as quickly. Are they just struggling, or... No, they're just a bit slower. Yeah, but we're making like 112 and a half. So this is like making like 200 and... What? 225? Plus another... It's 300... This is actually not making that much, huh? Hold on. Hold on. We're making 360 only. And we're already using 200 of them. We're making 360 casings, and we're already using... like... 225 of them. Yeah, I think I should use the sheets. Which means I should use copper. Okay. Okay, that's doable. You know what, there should be a smart splitter as well. Matter of fact, both of these should be. Where it should only send the overflow into... So like, central output, any, right output, overflow. So it prioritizes sending stuff to the factory, and then once the factory is full, it'll send it into the storage. Again, central output, any, right output, overflow. That way we got a little bit of prioritization going on. Because I think the Alclad sheet is 1-to-1, right? We've got 16 of them up here, making 30 each. Yeah, that's 480. So, yeah, that's 1-to-1 with the aluminum ingot to stuff ratio. Plus, we have a couple of extra ingots, don't we? What am I using those for? I'm just sinking them right now, right? Maybe I finally have something to do with these extra few ingots we're making here. We're making like 3.2 times 60, so we'll make another 192 here. I think I'm going to turn those into casings as well. 192. So that's like half that amount of copper ingots. Ugh, it's not going to work out with the copper I have left over here, though. But, like, the idea exists, right? I guess I could just turn them into normal casings. It's not as effective, though, right? That ratio is going to be 3-to-1 instead of... what, 4-to-3? I think it's good enough. So what we have... 192 divided by 90 means 2.13 constructors. I have space for that. I can just squeeze these in here. Probably facing this way. I'll just do 2 and then overclock one of them. Whoops. Give me the splitter. And then overclock you by like what? 13%? Cool. Where are these guys powered from? Here? Now it's powering these guys as well. Just feed that into there. Alright. I can solve a 2x2x2 triangle in 9 seconds, no cap. What's a 2x2x2 triangle? I think I've heard of that type of puzzle or whatever before. I just can't connect any image with it right now, like in my head. I don't know what it is. Can't, you know, think of what I'm supposed to be thinking of right now. I believe you, though. I mean, why would you just go into a random Twitch chat and lie? Nobody does that, right? Tell me people go on the internet and lie? Nah, man. Surely not. That's where the casings are going out, okay? That's all I needed to know. That's where those are going. So I can merge them together up here. Like so. Good enough. We're working pretty fast. I guess this is a lot quicker. It was an easy scramble though. Well, also like the 9 seconds is just like your record. It's like the best you've ever done. It's not your average time. I mean, measuring yourself by your records is not necessarily a terrible idea, but what is your average time then? It's not your record, you know? Okay, so what we do is we take some of these sheets. I mean, I really want to use the casings here. Hold on. The source of my claims? Dude, just trust me. Me, I made it all up. I am the source. I am the source. I'm right. And it's 90 times 2.5. So you do like... Okay, how much are we making now? We're making 360 plus... like a 2.13 times what? 60? 2.13 times 60 plus 360 is 480. Oh, okay. That's nice. It is my average. 9 seconds. Well, prove it. I want to see you on the 2x2x2 triangle puzzle solving world championships, and if you are really as good as you say you are, then I will believe you. So basically what I gotta do is I gotta split off the casings like right here, take them down a floor, combine them with some rubber that I'm gonna split off from there or something, and make heat sinks. I only need one assembler making heat sinks, so that shouldn't be too bad. Let's put it right over here somewhere. Let's just put it like right here. I'm gonna have part of the rubber coming out here. I could split it off the other belt, but I'll probably just bring it up like this. This is where the input is, so like having it like sit right there seems pretty good. Whoops, I guess I didn't finish the build. And this is where it's gonna be. So like right there seems pretty good. Oh dude, that's like almost as if I planned it like that. It's freaking perfect. You're gonna be making freaking heat sinks, by the way. There you go. It's got 5 fucking seconds? Yo. What's the world record? I wonder, what's the world record on that? Because, you know. Split it off of this, I guess. Just have another one of these scuffed elevators. Well, you know what? What's stopping me from just doing this? Scuffed elevator. Numero uno. Bringing it up to here. And then scuffed elevator. Really? You gonna do me dirty like that? Okay, never mind. Don't like that? Not a fan? So I can just split it off here and then bring it down, right? Like, what if I just... Yeah, this seems way better. 1.28 seconds. God damn. That is very quick. Looks like you still have a bit of work to do. Still have a bit to go, huh? Before you're in the real big leagues. It's a 2x2x3. Ah. So you're a liar too, huh? Man. I'm gonna do some cheeky stuff here with these wall conveyors. Unfortunately, I won't be able to place them. I can place one here. That's good. Let's be able to go below it. Please allow me to put a wall below it. There you go. That's all I ask of you. Because you can do some cheeky stuff with belts here. You can grab one. And essentially have them run along the ceiling. It's pretty cool. I'm just gonna bring it all the way over here. So like right here. Whoops. Get rid of that. Replace this. 1.38 seconds. Yikes. Maybe you've got not that much to go after all. Maybe perhaps I underestimated your abilities. Let's bring this up here. It's gonna be about as good as it gets. I just need power. So we just like grab it off of one of these lines. Like we'll just upgrade you to a Mark II, and then we've got power on heat sinks. All right. Plus it only uses 30, so I think I'm good on that. But yeah, that's the heat sinks. We've got both. We've got the motors coming out over there. Now I just need to worry about the I want to say the nitrogen gas, right? That's all I need to worry about now? Yep. So, that's gonna be the hard part. Is bringing that over. Like this that was still like pretty straightforward. The hardest nails part is gonna be a freaking nitrogen gas, because if I do a scan here, we're gonna be waiting for a bit, but I'm pretty sure there's some all the way over there. Right over there. You know, 1400 meters, it's not horrible. It's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not horrible. It's doable. The next closest one is quite a bit further. So, you know, it's either tap into this one and run a pipeline, or use drones and use a far away one. And then also package it and unpackage it, which is just like, nah, I really don't want to do that. So, you know. Let's go the old-fashioned way. And just run a long fuck-off pipe through the sky. Because, yeah. Let's scan again. I think it's back that way, right? Should be significantly closer already. Yeah, 900 meters. See, that's a lot more manageable already. I am curious. What's the best way through there? Probably, yeah, this right valley. And you just build it through the valley and then see how that takes you. Maybe I can take it across the land a bit over here, like across the rocks up here. Saves me having to build all these foundations. And we'll just build the foundations up until the mesa, and then also dispose of local wildlife. Alright, cool. Might as well pick up a friend. Are you working right now? It doesn't look like a water park, so I'm blind for it. Why are you even asking then if you don't care if it's not the water park? You know? Why are you even asking, dude? Although this location I feel like would be pretty suited for the water park once we actually build it. So it's pretty nice. It's like a nice little jungly oasis area sort of dealio. It could be a pretty good area for it. Let me just kill while I'm at it though. I'm asking what it is. It's gonna be a pipeline filled with nitrogen gas? Gas. So if you care for that, you know, that's cool, I guess. It's gonna be scooting along the rocks here, because it's right over there. I'm gonna have to run power over here. It's gonna be much more annoying. But still manageable. What I'm really worried about is, I will probably not have the things I need in order to build this thing in the first place. Because what I need is a resource well pressurizer. Or no, these are actually cheap, okay? So you can do POG science experiments. Unfortunately, nitrogen doesn't have that many uses yet, but ideally, yes. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nodes here of pure nitrogen gas? Okay. Okay, so I gotta build 6 of these and 1 of these. So I just need some motors. For once, I will not cheat. I will, however, while I'm at it, I'll run power. Actually, maybe I need more. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It only pings the center, right? Yeah. I don't really know how many nodes there are. There's like 2 here. There's 1 up here, so that's 3. There's another couple here. And then we got this one. And so is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's 7. Yeah, it's 7. It's hard to tell. I think it's 7. Okay, so run some power over here while I go back and grab some motors, which, ironically, are getting made now, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. That's where the pipeline's gonna go, huh? Along the cliff faces here. Very precarious, but also saves me a lot of time and effort building foundations, so I'm all for it. Can you turn peas into Mr. Freeze with it? Dude, that is something they should actually do when they add more uses for nitrogen, is make like a fucking freeze rate. So you can make like you can like freeze shit or whatever. There's gonna be no actual purpose for it other than just it being fucking fun. And that would be more than good enough for me. Wait, which arch? This one, right? This is the one I want to go across. If I could. Looks like that's a pipe dream. And now I've fallen down. I'm gonna have to climb back up here somehow. Do it the old-fashioned way. Just do it the old-fashioned way. The old trust it, you know? Just build ladders. So, how am I gonna get up onto that arch again? It's that one over there. I guess with the jetpack. Because it's not all walkable. But now I think it's walkable again. Okay, cool. That's the great thing about it being a gas as well, is I don't have to worry about the height. Even though this is pretty much as straightforward as it gets. Okay. Unless it says cable too long, wire too long. That's when you just plunk one down. Look at that. Distances aren't even that bad. Nice. I should buy a 2x2x3 Rubik's triangle. I mean, yeah. If you have fun with them. I can't imagine that they're terribly expensive, right? Like, surely nobody's making extremely expensive puzzle toys, right? That'd be kind of weird. Okay. Let's just, get the wires over here. The power. And then we'll have to grab all the stuff we need. If this is your first time looking at that wall, don't mind it. That is not my creation. It's that of my compatriot. I would like to say, at least. Wire too long, wire too long. No, it's not too long. Okay, now it's too long. There you go. Want to go one probably like $10? Yeah, it's not terribly expensive. It's a toy at the end of the day, you know? A little desk toy. I could connect it up to that. And I will connect it up to that. Give me a Mark II power pole. There we go. Let's effort to make these pipes run enough. Look. It's, like, Peas puts effort in this game into the places that you wouldn't expect somebody to put effort into. Let's say it like that. They're not all the way at the bottom? Thought they were. Pretty much all I care about is power shards at this point. So I can just close all the other categories. Everything else I just make it anywhere but here anyway. Maybe consumed I'll keep alive? There you go. Just cause. I need to grab some motors. I think that's all I need though. Okay. Alright. Whiskies have always been for me one of those cashier desk toys that you always want to own but never end up buying. I just click the show only craftable recipes checkbox. Because sometimes I don't remember what the recipe for an item is, so I just happen to be standing next to a crafting bench. It's mostly when I want to make like ammo or something. I don't remember what the fucking recipe for ammo is. So what I end up doing is just looking like walking to the equipment workshop or whatever and looking like, oh, I want to make ammo for my gun. Oh, it takes that. Okay, right, and then I just grab all that stuff. Instead of, you know, just typing rifle cartridge in here and then checking it like that. Or automating them! I could do that too! But I can't be arsed. At least not right now. Plus, I'm gonna probably tear this entire thing down once I've automated all the parts. Like, I'll tear this entire thing down anyway. Off stream. But still, I'll do it. Can't stop me. Do I have everything I need? Yes. Okay, good. That's all fueled up. Just gotta make sure, because sometimes I forget to let it refuel. Weapon manufacturer? Yeah, that could be part of the water park, right? We can, like, sell weapons to our visitors or whatever. Surely that's legal, right? There's no legality problems there or anything. I don't think so. I don't think there is. I should actually scoot to the left here a little bit. Because I've got to go over here anyway. To do the nitrogen, so... Good landing, good landing. War crime exhibit? Exactly. Visitors? I mean, we're gonna have a water park, yeah. We can turn it into part of a zoo as well. Like, I can, you know, capture some of the local wildlife. Somehow. And put it into exhibits. Alright, we're up on the arch. This is going to be scuffed, but that's fine. This is just to grab this nitrogen, run it back to the factory, and then never have to worry about it ever again. Matter of fact, I don't even know how gases work in pipes yet. I don't know what the limits are, what the flow rates are, if it can still only handle 600. Okay, I have copper sheets. I was scared for a second, like, did I even grab copper sheets? I did, thankfully. But, like, you know. This is the thing that gets powered. And you can have up to 7 extractors. Resource well potential, 720 per minute. And then you can overclock it as well. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, I don't think we're gonna ever run out of nitrogen. Maybe I do want to do the other recipe now, but I've already automated the heat sinks and the motors, so... Plus, I don't need that many cooling systems. I think it's fine. 1800 overclocked. My god. But, like, how are you even gonna... You're not gonna be able to fit that all into one pipe, right? So... There's gonna be a problem there. On an activated satellite node. I mean, once this thing has power, it's gonna be activated. It's gonna stomp him. Boom. Oh! That's cool. Alright. Let's just build these out. So they're gonna make, like, what? Fucking 120 each. Well, we can do 600 in one pipe, so... That's 360... 480... 600. Right? Am I... We've got, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them? Yeah, 5 times 120 is 600, so... This seems right. I just gotta connect these all up. Which is gonna be the mildly annoying part. Do I have to use Mark IIs for this? No, not really. But I'm gonna. Gonna anyway. Because I can. They don't all give 120? Oh yeah, this one only does 60. I should have probably checked, huh? The pure ones do 120. 120, so that's 240. Yep, that's 240. With this, that's 300. That's 420. That is going to be 540, so one more normal one. Which is, I'm assuming, this one. Yeah, okay. Good intel, good intel. I did not pay attention to the fact that 2 of these are going to be normal. And I'll use normal pipes for these. We'll have one more sitting, like, right here. With an input from there, and an input from there. And then we just bring these together. So... then we run the pipeline. Of gas. This is certainly going to be scuffed. Put it into vertical build mode. And we bring it down like this. At least you don't need pumps for these. I mean, it would be downhill anyway, but, you know. At least you don't need pumps. That would be very annoying. If you needed to pump the gas. Like, they don't care about head lift or height or anything like that. Bring it over, baby. Bring it over. Up and around. I checked it on the calculator website. Ah. Would you look at that? This guy thinks about everything. Just follow the power line. It takes you where you're supposed to go. But yeah, 600 for now is going to be totally fine. I can grab another 120 over there if I ever need it. But for the time being, this will do. Actually, I can use the hover pack here, can't I? Because it's power poles. This is going to be a little scuffed, but I can fit it right there. Cool. I can't leave it like that, though. That's going to drive me actually insane. Put it into default mode. Well, there's a few power poles every once in a while. This will do. Bring it down home. I'm gonna run out of copper sheets. I had a feeling that I was not gonna have enough. Well, here we go again. Worries me that the hover pack doesn't have reach between two power poles. Yeah, the range is a little low on it. I have noticed as well. But at least it works for walls. Like, that would have usually pissed me off. Like, when I was building my giant oil factory, you know, the one that makes 900 plastic and 900 rubber each. It was very helpful to be able to fly around the outside of a building just to scale it quickly. Like, vertically, it's the quickest way of moving without using, like, any structures. So, like, no hypertubes and stuff like that, right? Without any of that, it's the quickest way to move. Vertically. Which is pretty nice. Okay. Let's make sure this is refueled. It is. Poggers. I also didn't get nearly as much clearance this time, so I'm gonna have to use my jetpack a little bit more aggressively. Plus, it's gonna be an autosave halfway through, so. Yikes. Well, if I die because I run out of fuel, I get another attempt. I guess I can just load the autosave and attempt the landing again. But this should be fine. Just hit the wall. And perfect landing. I'm gonna need a few stacks of these. Probably grab some plastic as well, just in case. You don't need as much, I think. I want to say you don't need as much. Yeah, you need half as much, but still. It's the idea that counts. And off we go. Past pieces of abomination down there. Still exists. Never gonna get rid of it. Oh yeah. Strafe around. Got it. Land way over here. Oh god, I strafed way too late. Where am I going? Oh, there's some copper over here. Good to know. Because I think I'm kind of running low on that. So I could use that. That could be pretty helpful. Just a bit extra copper. It's not too far from the coal we're already grabbing here anyway. So that seems fun. I have no idea. It ended right on this corner, didn't it? I don't think I can get up here. Maybe I can. Oh, let's go. Pog. Okay, this should be enough to take me home, though. Oh, I thought this was good. I couldn't really tell. That looks fine, though. I counted that time. It's also annoying to me how pipe segments can't be as long as belt segments. Like, they just need more materials. Like, I think belt segments, when you build them like this, can just be longer. You don't have to put down a pole every 2 seconds. Hey, at least it doesn't care about head lift. Like, look at it filling with gas. 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 Even the hypertubes are longer. Yeah, that's true. And you'd think hypertubes would need a pull more frequently, considering how integral they are to, you know, like how it would be catastrophic if the integrity of the tube were to be remotely impacted. But I guess it doesn't care. Okay, well. Bring it over like that. And then run it in parallel with this one. With this water pipe. Which I guess, you know, I guess we could use to make the normal recipe work, but again, I've already set up the motors. The alternate recipe for cooling systems seems a lot better. Right. I too can play this game, Peace. I too can play your game. You think you're so smart, aren't you? You think you're so smart, don't you? Okay, it's working. It's working. Now, I don't play that game, but, you know, I can play this game. This mess that he's created. I can continue that. If it's a little crooked, I don't really care. It's a frickin' pipeline. They're never this straight anyway. Now which floor do I bring this into? Ah, jeez, I didn't even think about that. I think it's the first floor, right? Can I even bring it in on this side? Like, is that even possible? Well, in theory, it is. Considering currently I only really need it for the cooling system, what if I were to scoot it along down here and then bring it in, say, right here? Yeah, that seems much more doable. So let's do that. There we go. So we'll just have it go along the bottom there. No problem. Just cross it over a bit. Right. Cross it over a bit. Like that. Just have it run above. That pump is working, dude. Pump is working. And then just hook into there. In vertical mode, please. So it's nice and, you know, nice and angular. Again, no head lift is needed. So it's just gonna fill up. And it's gonna be in here. I'm gonna go in through the wall because I roll that way. All this just for a single blender that's gonna make just a bit of cooling systems, but hey. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? So I might as well place it, like, in line with that. The output can just scoot right under there. Right, these aren't open. I was like, what? Cooling device. This is what we want. Where am I making the heat sinks again? Over there, right? Yeah, that's the heat sinks. This is the motors. And got the gas coming in right there. I'll make it a Mark II. We can always split it off at some point. You're also going to need some power. There you go. Fill up with gas while you're at it. Pick the gas. And I guess we'll bring this around. Any which way. You know what? And then lift it up. And bring it over. Why? Just because. Just because I feel like being frickin' weird with it. And now I'm out of concrete, so allow me to connect these up. And then just recycle real quick. There we go. That's gonna work, right? Not the way I wanted to, though. Okay, well then we'll just do it the splitter way, I guess. Just so it looks a bit nicer, I mean. There you go. And now for the heat sinks. Was that really? I can only have 50, huh? Right. How am I gonna work on those? How am I gonna make those come over here? Well, I can squeeze them past there because I was smart and left some space. I can kinda... Yeah. It's gonna be a belt that goes all over the place. The little belt that could, so to say. But it's gonna be nice. So like over here, missing concrete. Fine, I'll go grab some. Yeah, I'll go grab some. And while I'm there, I'll think about what other things I might need. Weird how it looks. I really hope I mean, they wouldn't have added nitrogen as a gas if they weren't planning on adding more gases of some kind. I really hope they do more stuff with that. Because that's cool. This wasn't fully refueled again. Just noticed. It should still be enough to get me home. You know what I've noticed? What I find interesting is how most of the mods, at least right now, available for Satisfactory, are almost exclusively quality of life stuff. There isn't really that many mods that, like, add their own whole production chains. Now, I know there used to be a bunch of mods that do that, and I'm supposing they're probably just not updated yet. But even then, they were few and far between. Like, most of the mods were just, you know, quality of life. Most of them are cheats or whatever, but yeah, I find that interesting. I'm just looking at my inventory and like, what could I possibly need that I don't already carry around on me the entire time? Exosuit mark on a babe. Did it! Did it! Let's go! Can you have everything in one, like hover pack, jetpack, and hazmat suit, and gas mask, and Blade Runners? Because that would be epic. Would be epic. Dude. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else I would want right now. There's a mod called O fluids or gases. Oh, so you don't need head lift for any of them. I mean, I guess if you don't want to bother with pumps, that's cool. I feel like it would just take a significant portion of the challenge out. I guess it's just another cheat mod, essentially, right? You can just do that if you don't want to bother having to build pumps or whatever. I don't roll that way. More milestones 100 plus is stable. Is that just a mod that adds more space elevator milestones or whatever? So once you've automated everything, you can, you know, still get more stuff going if you want to have more stuff unlocked. I feel like that's just going to be grindy. Like, that's all it's going to be. It's just grindy. Okay, here we go. Last little bit of belting that I was gonna do for these heat sinks. So, I was gonna bring it up, like, until there. Bring it over like this. And then something like that. There's a hover pack mark 2. Let me guess. It's faster. It has more range on the power poles. More reach. Oh hell yeah, that's nice. I'll bring it down one level. This was just to get it over. There you go. Oh god, it's coming. Oh god, you were not wrong, huh? You were not wrong. Hello, hello again, Daniel. Hello again, friends. How's it going? Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the roach mode immediately. Hello, 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 everybody. Yes, let me just let that run out. How's it going? We're playing Satisfactory. If you've never seen this game before, don't worry.
Wake up!
It's like math class.